It's Saturday night. I'm ready to do some retro gaming. It'll be fun. So here we go. Hey everybody, I'm Superback Jr. Welcome to my channel here on Twitch. And tonight, we're going to be talking about the ColecoVision. Coleco's attempt at making a game console after getting into the gaming business, if you will. A few years earlier than that, they were making pinball tables for the home. They made some electronic handhelds for the sports, for arcade games. And finally, they made a video game console. We'll talk about that and a few other things as we're going to start the timer. Excuse me. I can actually talk tonight. There we go. Because we will be limited in time because I do have to skedaddle right after this particular stream. But before we do anything, we're going to run some ads, as always, 3 minutes worth, so we can get some revenue and things and all that kind of neat stuff. So stand by for just a second. We'll be right back. It's going to be a fun subject for me tonight. This is one of my favorite consoles ever made. And we're going to find out why in a moment. It actually had a must-have game, and it was nice that it actually included it back in the days when they did stuff like that. So we're going to be playing a medley of games today. These were arcade ports. Now, the thing about arcade ports is that they're pretty much a home representation of the arcade game, so they're going to lose a little bit here. They're going to lose a little bit maybe in the graphics prowess, in the sound, gameplay perhaps. But what was neat about the ColecoVision, it actually offered more than both of its contemporaries, that would be the Atari 2600 and the Mattel Intellivision. And having been gaming back in this era, I will agree, yes, this was arcade gaming at home. Like I said, we'll talk about that in just a smidgen. Why they even got into the business in the first place? Well, it's easy, money. But what happened? Why did they go away? Sadly, they're gone for good. Now, just as a little note here, yesterday I felt truly awful. So today I'm still kind of, but we're going to make through it. I feel better than yesterday. That's not saying anything. We're down to the home stretch here in this ad time. All right, time is up on the ads. Excellent. All right, so having said that, we're going to take a look at the ColecoVision. Now, the ColecoVision was a fantastic system. Let me turn this down because I didn't realize I still kept it so high. There we go. ColecoVision, made by the Connecticut Leather Company. They, like I said, they ventured out into video games a few years prior. But it got saturated, stuff that you plug into your TV or stuff that you would put in your game room, like a home pinball table. Then they started making electronic handhelds, like basketball, baseball, football. And then they got licenses to arcade games. And you've seen them around before, like the Pac-Man, the Donkey Kong, the Galaxian, so forth. They made a ton of those. I myself have 5 of those. and they're fantastic, but they really were itching to get into the home game market because that's where all the money was. It was making more money, or as much money, as motion picture industry. So out in August 1982 premieres the ColecoVision. Now, we've already had the Atari 2600 in 1977. We already had the Intellivision in 1979. So here we are now, just a few years later. And what a difference those few years made. We're going to see that right now. We're going to start off with our first game. And that's going to be a little game called Bump and Jump. That was originally made by Data East. And let's take a look at the console right now. There it is. Okay, so we have a controller selection to do. In fact, let me go ahead and reset this. Now, this is, by the way, emulation. What does that mean? That means that this is not an actual ColecoVision hooked up to the thing, because I don't have that ability. I do, however, have these games in a cartridge form. So this is reflecting my actual collection. All right, so let's soft reset so you can see the title screen. There it is. So Coleco wound up programming a lot of these games themselves. And that was the common thing back in those days. They didn't have a third-party support per se. One of the handful of third-party supporters out there was a little company called Activision that themselves were pretty much in their infancy. So a lot of these companies like Mattel, Atari, Coleco, they started making games for their own consoles. But what was rather unique, they started making these same games for the competition consoles. So Coleco started making games like Donkey Kong not only for their own system, but also for their competitors, like Atari and Intellivision. Okay, so we have to select controller. We have a keypad on our controller, which is your basic phone type keypad. So we'll go ahead and hit number 1 because I only have a standard controller. And look at that, I even have game difficulties with 1 or 2 players. Now, most of these games in the arcades were alternate playing, so therefore you could have 2 players, but you got to wait for the first player to die first. All right, we're going to go, and as usual, we're, wimps. We're going to go and hit number 1 for skill, and look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, the idea of the game, of course, is to bump your opponents into, I don't know, the walls like that. But also, you had to get fast enough so you can jump. Now, your opponents are typically in red, much like you. There you go. That was dumb. You can land on them, too, by the way. Once you get that symbol right there, jump! Now, this game also appeared on the Nintendo Entertainment System under Vic Tokai, which was a Japanese publisher. They still had the Data East blessing, but it had a little bit more pizzazz to it. After all, it was a few years later, including fuel. You had to watch out for your fuel consumption. Not so much in this one. Barely made it. This is pretty exciting for its time, too. The other driving games we had back in the day were like Pole Position, Night Driver for the Atari. Nothing where you actually jump over chasms like this. And look at that. I get to refuel, and I clobbered 14 cars. Hell yeah. And right off the bat, I have to reach a certain speed in order for me to jump. This is not so much a problem here. Oops. I'm still okay. You glide on yourself. This is pattern number 2. Now, as far as the translation from that of the arcade game, yeah, this is pretty damn close. And what was neat, it had a better sound system, it had better graphics than its contemporaries, as I said. Didn't have the frame rate, though. That was the one thing that's that was dumb. Oh, well, there you go. A lot of games that you see here are running in like 15 frames per second, 12 frames per second. It hang to the left on that one, huh? Gotta get over. And there you go. So a lot of games back in this day ran 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, so forth. There you go. Okay, it did almost as well. Did lose 1 car. We also consider there really weren't too many home versions of this game in general. I do think they made it for the Atari 2600. I just didn't buy it because I had the ColecoVision. And this was not the day and age where I would buy multiple games. Damn it. Of the same game. That would happen when I'm older and, well, dumber. Oh, went right into the drink. Oopsie. Do I have any more lives left? I do have more lives left. Awesome. We got a lot of games to go through tonight. Is that a game over? No, I got more lives. How? It's funny how you can easily lose your momentum. There you go. Oopsie. This was a fun little game. Like I said, arcade-wise, really did look like this, yeah. Like I said, the frame rate was better. But that's going to be a thing in a lot of these games. Especially on this system. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Oh, well. Crashing into him. That's why I did it. Yeah, that'll do it. There you go. Should have a decent score, provided that I do actually survive this round. Maybe. Oh, crashed right into the doohickey. I believe that's it. Oh, I can continue. Jump button, jump. Yes. I can continue just like putting in an extra quarter. Nah. Close. Nice. No! Thank you, Vin. Can't see. Ah! Gotta take that button away from the chicken. I hear you, Dust. Oh, you went right into the drink yourself there. Didn't think that would happen? Hey, he's early tonight. You know, normally I stream on noon on weekends, but things happen. Whoa! Got a little skittish there. There you go. And jump! Been messing around again. I have. Yeah, all the 50s and 250s have screen visuals now. Okay, Dust. Give me a second. Okay, Dust. Give me a second. I want to beat this round first. As you were already out. Get over there. Ah! I made it! Alright. We're gonna take a break real fast. We'll be right back. Don't go away! Indeed! Could have said it better myself. Alrighty, we're back. We're going to switch up games here because we have a lot of games to show up tonight. And we're going to move on with our next game. These are in alphabetical order, by the way. No order of which game is best or anything like that. We're pretty much going right down the line. One of my favorite games growing up was a little quirky game called Burger Time. And it was made for everything. Mattel Electronics made it for the Atari. They made it for the Intellivision. Coleco made it for themselves, which we're about to check out here in just a second as I move over to the console. And I say I have no screen, which is perfect. So let's go ahead and launch that right here. And there we go. I got another Data East game. They were red hot back in this day. One of the few Japanese companies that actually produce games for themselves under their own flagship. And what's neat about the arcade game is that the arcade game came in two different forms. It came in a dedicated circuit board, or the Deco system, which was a cassette tape loading ROM based system. Well, it took forever to load up the game that way. I do have one of those. Once again, we're going to be playing Wimpville, so 1 will be my choice, and get ready. Again, this game also appears under NES, this time actually under Data East themselves. And you're Peter Pepper. I missed him. Maybe I can get him here. I can. To get an ice cream cone? I do. The idea is to simply make hamburgers by running over the buns, the patties, the lettuce, etc. You want to try to get as many of those fellas as you can, because that gets you bonus points if you do. You gotta hurry, hurry. Ah! Getting a cone gets you an extra pepper, because that is your weapon. By temporarily, you won't go down. Why aren't you going down? By temporarily stunning your players with the pepper that you have. Okay, that will reset the bun there. Arcade translation, this port is beautiful. Having played the arcade game many times. Excellent. Come on, stay. Got it. Yay. Now it will let me go down. Now, as you progress or take longer time completing this particular stage, they get faster to the point where they're almost as fast as you. And they don't make mistakes like that. Okay, we're going to complete that burger there. Just wait for you to come alive. Okay. And that's how you temporarily stun them. Now, the hot dogs have a tendency to go on every single turn they can. Hey, I could have made it. And this game's not easy. Not by a long shot. Yeah, look at that. I'm down to my last chef. Oh no. Really? We'll try that again. Game over. The graphics and sounds are pretty dead on as far as the port's concerned. Again, the frame rate is a little off because, well, it's all they can cram in. You gotta remember, the arcade boards were much greater in size as far as RAM, as far as the cartridges were concerned. Okay, can I play the game, please? Hello? Hello? You don't want me to play the game. Fine, we're gonna soft reset. I'll show you. Okay, back to number 1. As far as skill. Because I'm a simpleton. And my ice cream cone should be coming. No! Now, one thing I did have issue with the ColecoVision itself was the joystick. Joystick's rubbish. Did not care for it at all. Hey. Fine. Notice that it's rather generous with the peppers that it starts me off with. Okay. Go. Up, up, up. Oh, that's close. Got my pepper back. 500 bonus points. Yep. See, every time I stop to make that turn, they don't stop with me. As I said, the controller was a bit lacking. As opposed to like the Atari 2600 joystick, which was, you know, a good sized joystick. Really? You should have fallen down with that. This, have you ever seen a controller, or rather joystick for the ColecoVision? I'm not sure what they were thinking. You know, maybe kids are playing it. They have small hands, right? Yeah. Kind of like the original Xbox controller. The logic was, men are going to be playing this. They have big hands. Well, no, not so much. A bit faulty logic there. This is burger time. From Data East for the ColecoVision. Like I said, as far as an actual port a game, they actually did a really good job with this. The object of the game is to make you burgers. Xbox controllers are garbage. Yes, they were actually. They were crap controllers. Look, when you have the perfect controller out there, and that would be the Atari, the Sony PlayStation DualShock 2, in my honest opinion, is the best controller out there. Yeah, I'm out of peppers, so not good. There you go, I made it! With one chef left. And I got one pepper to go. Eggs are here. Next round you get to see. Okay, that was bad. Ah, ran out of peppers. There you go. Good little game. Oh, I got an... that's why I had an extra life. Sure. You keep going up. Eggs. What? You should have been clobbered. But yeah, the DualShock 2, PlayStation 2, is by far the best controller ever. And I'll go dying on that hill. But like I said, the Intellivision controller and the Coleco controllers, they're okay. You know, if you're like busting your thumb up, perhaps. Yeah, you could use it like a regular controller, but it has such a short base. It was actually painful to use. And I see my screen has disappeared. What the hell? Why are you doing this? Okay, well, there you go. Wow, that's just it. Okay. It's emulating all too well. So what we'll do one more self reset. I'm going to try a harder level this time because I am stupid. Okay, we're going straight to 4, damn it. This ought to be neat. Get ready. Oh my goodness. They're just throwing the entire army at me. Well, that's actually not a bad thing per se. Wow. I just went through all my peppers because I was not given the same amount of peppers as I had before. Okay, yeah, this is like hard. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Ah! Game doesn't like me. It's funny, I rarely ever play it on a hard level. Now I see there's a bit of frame rate going down. I'm not even, that's not even worth it all of a sudden. Okay, now I can go for it. I got a pepper! Oh, you suck. You suck. Killer peppers, yeah. That's about right. Why does sprites randomly glitch out? That is simply a memory limitation. They do that on a lot of consoles. You'll see them flash real quickly, or sometimes just disappear altogether. Alright, that's gonna give me an ice cream cone. Go, 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 go! And as you can see, also of consequence is simply the game slows down. Especially when they're all together. Okay, my last pepper. I may actually get this. That's a lot. Yeah, will disappear on the side. No. But that was a common feature back in the day. So, and they all did it, by the way. The two systems I can think of that didn't do it so often. Yeah, there you go. Was the TurboGrafx as well as the Atari 7800 because they had like an infinite sprite feature. But put enough on them, they will just simply disappear. They're still there, by the way. They just simply disappear. They don't flash or anything. Good example of that would be Robotron 2084 for the Atari 7800. We're gonna switch games. All right, so Sega. Remember them? They started making games too, but they didn't have a console yet. That wouldn't occur back until 1986. So why did they start making games? Why not? The money can be made there. And Parker Brothers started making games. They were a fabulous board company that was pretty much bought out by Hasbro, as well as just about everyone else, for that matter. But in this case, we're going to be playing a Sega game made by Sega themselves, and it's called Congo Bongo. Now, what the hell is Congo Bongo? Congo Bongo sounds a lot like Donkey Kong. Yeah, you know what? It kind of is like a lot like Donkey Kong. It looks something like this. Sega's Congo Bongo. And it was pretty cool, actually. Yeah, there you go. This is one of those lost Sega games that, okay, I remember hearing about that, and actually it does appear in a couple of collections here and there. And the Genesis collection, I believe it appeared on for PlayStation 2. And it's a pretty cool game. Or could have been on the Sega PSP version. One of those two. And let's go ahead, number 1. Object of the game is get to the top. And there he is. Now, I have to admit... Ah, wow, right out of the gate. I have to admit, Congo Bongo himself looks a hell of a lot better in the arcade version. Really. Okay, cool. As far as the rest of the sprites are concerned, though, they're pretty good. Really? And instead of being barrels being tossed at you, they're instead monkeys and coconuts. Okay, shove him out of the way. Okay, and jump. That gives me 500 bonus points. Now, think about these monkeys. They can actually cling onto you, and if 3 of them cling onto you, well, like that, you gotta jump up and down to get rid of them. But if enough of them cling onto you like that, well, Get off of me. I jumped. They will actually pick you up and toss you off the cliff. Because this game is all kinds of nasty. And we're going to try that again. Yeah, just lay it in. Alright. And it gives me a game over screen. How nice. Oh yeah? There you go. But as far as the actual port, it was actually pretty good. I did have this on the Atari 2600. It was not pretty good. It was god awful. And that's the thing. Back in these days, like I said, companies would make games for other systems. Like Mattel, under their M network, would make Atari 2600 games. As well as games for the Coleco and all that kind of stuff. Parker Brothers, they didn't care either way. They just made games. And they were all good, by the way. It didn't matter what system you got it for. But as far as, like, the Coleco games, Coleco made Donkey Kong for the 2600, which I did jump, as we did see earlier. And, well, it was boring. You only got 2 screens. You know. Really? Barrels and Firefoxes could only do so much. But then they made it for their own console, which we'll see in just a moment. And they made a far superior version. And people were actually upset that they would make a far superior version for their own console versus a competitive console. And, you know, like, well, why the hell not? That's kind of how it works. Okay. And jump. Okay. Just waiting for that to come down. Waiting for the new one to come down. The third one? Yep. And up! Made it! About bloody time. And it just gets harder. Okay, we got rhinoceroses coming after me. Pretty quickly, too, I have to admit. Ah, almost made it. Oh, so close. I will admit, this game is actually harder than the actual arcade game. Ah! I believe that's it. No, yep, game over. This game is actually harder than the arcade game. I played the arcade game quite a few times. But I have to reset. That's what it looks like. You'd think they have a way to not do that. Oh well. So that was skill 1. How bad could skill 4 be? Let's find out. Okay. Well, the coconuts are coming down pretty more frequently and a bit faster in pace. They seem to want to go down that bridge. Wow. I didn't even try. I should have tried to stop. It went slippery on me. And the funny part is, in the arcade days, wow. In the arcade days, there were dip switches on the arcade boards themselves, and you could pretty much select the difficulty of the game, you know, score-wise, live-wise, and stuff, etc. Okay. And I fall out with it. Wow! I even tried to stop. What the heck is this? This is Congo Bongo. This is Sega's Donkey Kong of sorts. Oh, jeez. I even tried running backwards and just stood there running in place. What is this? My God. Well, fortunately, we have a lot of games to go through. Fortunately. But this was Congo Bongo. Again, these were some of the better arcade ports for the ColecoVision. And if you've ever seen Congo Bongo, it does very much look like this, except our titular character there at the top looks a bit more animated and certainly a bit bigger. Bigger on the facial expressions, too. All right, we're going to go ahead and get out of this game because we got a lot more games to choose from. And we're going to pick the game is the reason why you got this thing in the first place. And the excitement was that when this console came out, this was the packed-in game. And it got, I mean, like, wow, this was like the biggest game for its time. Right, where I can get it formatted on my screen. There it is. All right. And that game, of course, is Donkey Kong. Now, Gary Kitchen actually did Donkey Kong for the consoles, and he said he had no input from Nintendo whatsoever. And I kind of have to believe that, just because. Let's move this over here so I can see everything else, and here we go. And there it is. Your reward for buying a ColecoVision. Donkey Kong. Now, they tried to make a pixel perfect game. Problem with that is that the arcade game was a vertical game while your TV is not. It's horizontal. So it didn't quite go. So there's going to be some things that doesn't look quite right as a result of that. Like, for example, Donkey Kong's on the wrong side of the top there. But it does look a lot like that. And Mario is actually pixel perfect. Now, there's some, of course, there's going to be some limitations. This game's running at 15 frames per second. So, yeah, it's going to be a problem here, especially like you can see the animations to the barrels and such. And then, of course, there's this. You are pretty much invulnerable while you have that hammer. Although, if you play the actual arcade game, that's not how it works. Whatever collides with a hammer is what destroys. And that's not how it worked here. It put a couple of things in here that were also incorrect. Like if you tap up or down twice on the ladder, you go up or down faster. Whichever way it did it, like that. Why is the hammer in your teeth? Let's just say they didn't get it quite right. Like that. But if you look at this from the Atari 2600 version, oh yes, this was much better. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, you gonna stay up there? No. Alright, cool. No congratulatory music, none of that stuff. Okay. And no animation on dying. I did hit the button. I guess I just wasn't on the platform yet. So you know what? Screw that. We're going to climb up ladders. I have the wrong fireballs for this particular level, which I guess is okay. The elevators are quite quick, but it's missing the spring. Thank you. Thank you for the... Really? Okay, I'm not hanging around. Okay. Okay, good. As long as he goes up there, I don't care. I'm not bothering for the bonus prizes, like the purse, the hat. And the fireball's way the hell over there. Let's go rescue Pauline, and off we go! Now, as far as the arcade game versus this game, it's far from perfect. Visually, it's very nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. but it is programming wise not perfect. And of course they're gonna stay away from me. Those monkeys look bad. They're not monkeys. Wow. Oopsies. They're not monkeys. Those are, well, it depends on when you were doing this. Was it foxfires or firefoxes? But they're supposed to be ordinary fireballs. The foxfires didn't occur until the, well, no, I'm sorry. They do occur on this board. You can stay over there. That's supposed to be fire, yes. So, limitations, galore. It's just simply the memory. For example, when you get the hammer, they're supposed to turn blue. Well, obviously that didn't happen. They're also supposed to be animated. Well, honestly, that didn't happen either. There you go. And we're back to this. No, they're not chimps. No, they're fireballs. Okay. I made it. The one rule that I did get right, if you fall greater than your own height, you will die. Something that they would later get rid of in Mario Brothers. Not Super Mario Brothers, but the game Mario Brothers itself. Okay, stay there. Nope, stop chasing me! No! Ah, come on. Okay. Now, I think they kind of made it a harder game, per se, than the actual game. And this was not uncommon with... Oh, shut up. That means I was below 1,000 points bonus. Alright, cool. So far, so good. Ah, bad jump. Oop. Being that this is also a first generation game, now they did make super versions of this cartridge as well, with extra memory. They actually included the animated sequence as well, but not much else. Just to give you another excuse to buy the stupid game. And you already had it. Climb the ladder, Jesus. Alright. Wow, y'all just appeared just like that. Okay. So, I have to admit, I wasted a fair amount of time in my life playing this game. Hammer, thank you. And he has to collide with me. Not the hammer! Collide with me, Jumpman. Okay. Get everyone up. Oh. Well, I'll just forget the hat then. There you go. Now, as far as the home versions are concerned, the best one would be the NES. The NES is a different generation from this particular platform. I see they've added an extra fireball. Fantastic. Great. Okay. And the fireball came up with me. There you go. Really? So much for moving forward. And finally, there would be an Atari 7800 version of this game. And that was as a result of a lawsuit Atari brought upon Nintendo because Nintendo had an antitrust feature with their games. And so, therefore, the 2600 got some of their games. Mostly Donkey Kong Jr., and Mario Brothers. There was one small problem with that. It was like they just took 10 minutes of their lives to program the games. Because the sound was awful. Go up. Go up. Of course. Too late, I already made my move. This will be the end of me, I can see it already. Bing. At least I get some points there. Okay. Now come back on down. Come back on down. Okay, that was bad. Okay, that was good. Okay. Forget about what I said about falling greater than your height. That was well beyond my height. I don't care. It gave it to me. Really? Get up there. Going up, going up, going up. Up, up. Okay, kind of confused up and left. And that's it. That is Donkey Kong. Okay, so that was the easy level. Let's see how bad the hard level was as we do a soft reset. That's the beauty of it. The easy games are not so easy. Well, the hard games, oh my god. Okay, so let's see how fast barrels come down at me. And do they just like follow my ass? And so far, so good. It looks like they want to come down in front of me. Best they can. Okay, yeah, he's going out pretty good there. Uh-huh. Okay, hopefully it won't come down. Good. Excellent. Okay, so far so good. Now watch it throw like 6 billion fireballs at me. 2, 3, 4. They're not any faster. Well, they seem to be a bit smart. I was about to give him far too much credit. Oh, hurry up. Okay, I kind of deserve that. You give him a head start too. Okay, there's a 3, there's your 4th one. Surrounding me practically. Yep. Looks like I'm going to be using everything at my disposal. And just like always, when you have the hammer, you can't jump. Okay, I'm not sure how that worked. I don't care. I'm not safe. Just to let you know. There you go. Okay, come on up. Touch me. Yay! It touched me. Oh, shut up. Okay, so it gave me 4. So it's just like where I pretty much last left off, except I'm starting here with insane difficulty. Okay, that works for me. Makes sense. Got pretty far, I have to admit. Okay. We can do this. What? What? Well. Okay. Well, that's Donkey Kong. So, level 4 is just as insane as, like, going up several levels in the original skill set. Got it. Alright, cool enough. Now, as good as Donkey Kong was, and it was good, the next game wasn't as good. You sound like you're in the next room. Strangely enough, yeah. I know that could be very well a thing. How you doing, London Glass? Nice to have you here. Alright, let's make this smaller so I can see everything on one end. Bring it over here. And we're going to play some more games here. Alright. Everything just got moved around. Oopsie. Let's try that again. We're going to play a little bit of Donkey Kong Jr. now. Donkey Kong Jr., the mic is nice and clear tonight. Thank you. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, Donkey Kong Jr. is a different beast of a game. It plays similar to Donkey Kong, but not quite. Has a different set of mechanics. And quite frankly, some of them are good, some of them aren't. So let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to play level 1. And let's turn off my music here. Again, looks pretty good. Now, if you've seen this against the 2600 version, 2600 version of this game sucks. Again, not great frame rate. B-52 bomber. Okay, now let's jump. Missed. But this was close, I have to admit. This was pretty close to the arcade game. As far as difficulty, it was harder. Did anything on the 2600 not suck? Plenty of games didn't suck on it. Solaris, which was the sequel to Star Raiders, did not suck. Let's see. Ms. Pac-Man. Pac-Man for the 2600. Pac-Man for 2600 is what happens when... Oh, wow. It's what happens when you don't care. And Todd Fry had a set of rules that he had to follow that were typical of the 2600. For example, anything with a black background had to be in space. Well, Pac-Man was not in space, obviously. So having said that, so the black background, blue neon, you know, maze element, hey, that wasn't supposed to happen. Was because of misunderstanding in the programming. Okay, you're supposed to move up the key. You're not moving up the key. There's the vultures. Not really vultures in this game. Okay, so don't be underneath the snap jaws as you do this. Ank, 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 yeah. Well, I hate to say this, the sound effects on this game aren't that bad, to be fair. Like I said, the 2600 version far, far, far worse. Oh, that's so close. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm running out of time. Go, 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 go! 200! Yes! And of course, this is the first game that actually identifies him as Mario, by the way. Before that, he was Jumpman. Okay, which one are you going down there? You're going down that one. Okay, cool. Really? Thank you for the baby shark, Lynn Lass. Appreciate it. All right. Let's go. Let's go. We got things to do tonight. Okay. Wow. Okay, that was wrong. Okay, let's try it again. Come on. All right, let's go back to the game. And what the hell? What was that? Ooh, jeez. One more time. Mommy shark. No, mommy shark. All right, let's go. All right, cool. I think it's safe to go back to the console. It is. I had to pause the game. Oopsie. All right, here we go. Okay, thank you. Didn't realize I had died, so there's that. Yeah, you got points. Got points there too, but no bonus points. Dropping the fruit there will get you 400 extra points. They land on something, will give you another 800 points, 16, 32, and 64 respectively. Okay. Now you stay up there. No, you're gonna come on down. You're gonna come on down. Okay. Okay, you stay. You just keep your happy ass right there. Okay, cool. There you go. Okay, this should be... Yep, it is. I hate this board. One with the spring. There we go. Now, if you time your jump properly on the spring, you can actually go super high, and then go right to the the upper platform. But apparently not here. I believe one of those will drop an egg on me if I'm not careful. Nope, no egg. Okay. Damn it. Okay, I gotta time this right. Now, this was a hard game, I have to admit. No matter what platform you've had it. Ah! Getting there. Okay. There, I made it to the top. Excellent. Oh, that's close. Barely hanging on. And... Oh, you suck. Okay, well, that's it. Oh, got one more life. Excellent. Okay. Okay. It didn't time the jump right. That's okay. Again, considering if you've seen the 2600 version of it, which is just absolute crap. Get the damn thing. Jesus. I got all that fruit up there. And... Really? Really? Ball. Okay, we can do this. Don't know why. Seriously? You don't jump off! Ah. It's Donkey Kong Jr. How many other games do I have here on my list? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of games. We got plenty of games. Because we're only on our first hour. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take another break here. And we're going to run some ads. And finish off this hour with the next 6 games. Arcade ports for ColecoVision. Stand by. And we'll see you in a bit. Okay, thanks. one of the other bigger manufacturers that made games for the ColecoVision was a company called AtariSoft. AtariSoft being a derivative of Atari. And a lot of the games that they made were like some of the Williams translations, Defender. I don't think they did Robotron. I know they tried to do Defender and Defender 2 or Stargate. What else is Centipede? Try to bring out a Pac-Man. They were pretty good too. Again, they actually made games for the other console, and in Atari's case, they were actually making better versions than their own console. But it's kind of by default because the ColecoVision was that much more powerful than the 2600. Plus, a lot of years went by between, well, I don't know, the Defender that you got for the 2600 versus the Defender you got for ColecoVision, and certainly for the Atari 5200, which was a far superior Defender. That's one of my favorites. Being that's one of my favorite games of all time, too. Having said that, I still love the sound of it. If you have any questions about any of the games that you see here tonight, or games in general, just go ahead and ask away. I might even know the answer. Or maybe not. Hey, we're back. Or at least we'll be back here right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and switch out the game. Could have done that during the commercial break, but I was too busy talking. So let's go ahead and exit this one. Okay, so we played a bunch of games thus far, and you saw some good ones, some not so good ones. Now we're going to see one that actually took place as the time of Crash was coming around, and our opinion of video games were kind of not too good. And this game is originally a Konami game through Centauri, and it was called Gyruss. And kind of take like the aspects of Tempest and Galaga, mix the two games together, and that's how you can describe Gyruss. And it's a hell of a good game. So let's go ahead and go back to the console. There it is, blank screen, of course, because we haven't loaded up the game yet, and there we go. Now this was made by Parker Brothers. Yeah, the game manufacturer, you know, the guys put together Monopoly, a few other games back in the day, Clue. Well, they started getting into video games as well because, again, that's where the money was. This was a very decent translation. Ultra Games brought it over for the Nintendo Entertainment System, but before all that, Parker Brothers were actually making video games, or Parker Bros, as some people say, when they shorten the BROS. Stand. All right, so here we go. Good clean miss. Now, this game actually had a soundtrack, which was actually quite decent. So a lot went into this game. Frame rate, on the other hand, did not get into this game. Okay, so I got a power-up. These are the same people brought over a game called Time Pilot, which time permits we will also play, along with another game called Zaxxon, but they're outside the list, provided I actually get to them. They start firing on me now. Don't like that. With asteroids, even. Oh, I died. Boo! Okay. Back down to a single shot. And now they're going to start coming after me, which I do not like. Okay. Back to the double shot. And to the challenge stage as we head over to Neptune. As far as the graphics are concerned versus the actual game itself, graphics are not as, vibrant, but the gameplay is dead on. And having played this game, we actually had one of these at work. They were proud to have an arcade game and said, "Wow, what game did you get?" "Oh, we got a goodie." It's like, this game is older than dirt. At least back in its day. But it was a game that I recognized, and they knew that I would recognize it, so there's that. 3 warps to Uranus! Well, that was quick. Okay. Jesus. I gotta stay away from them. just lost 2 ships just like that. I lost 3 ships just like that. Now, unlike the other Coleco games we were watching, there's no score level to be concerned about. Okay. They're starting to come after me pretty good now. But this is an excellent port. 2 jumps to Uranus. Insert your own joke here. I'm just going to do what I usually do in this game, and that is simply go around in circles in a dizzying effect and hope to hell I don't get shot. AKA Tempest. Which I used quite a bit playing that game. I was so bad. Okay. Like that. There you go. One more warp jump. Now, is the game as easy as this? Of course not. Actually, this game used a paddle. Similar to what Pong and Breakout and a few others. Arkanoid also used a paddle. And all a paddle is just like a miniature steering wheel. And when you got your Atari 2600, it naturally came with the damn thing. You're flying the same pattern I am. I don't like that. There you go. Hey, I made it! I made it to Uranus. Yes. And probably won't get a perfect score here. I rarely ever do here. Okay, got my 1,000. Okay, a new 1,000. Okay, I missed 4. That's not bad. Got an extra life! Yes. Saturn is next. Oh, you suck. You were waiting for that. First thing, I got an extra life. I'm going to argue with Dixie Chris again. Pluto is a planet. Damn it! You can do around that a little bit, but not a whole lot. And the game just freezes. That's what it did back in the day. You had to reset the machine. My dad was an amateur astronomer. He did work for Sky and Telescope, as a matter of fact. He had paid for photos and stuff like that, but basically he was an amateur. And he actually tracked all the planets, including Pluto, with his 12-inch refractor telescope. He's very proud of that. And when they went over the thing where now Pluto is no longer a planet, Dad was like, well, that's bullshit. I happen to agree. Well, it hasn't made a complete orbit yet. That's right. We only discovered it back in 1930. And yet, I think it takes like, what, 270 years to make an orbit. So we will not see it in our lifetimes. Our children will not see it in their lifetimes, or their grandchildren. It's going to take a bit. But whatever. Back to the game. Now, there is no thing here, is there? It's just all one straight level. Works for me. Here we go. Okay. Okay, nice clean misses yet again. I think I might do a generation to generation game. And we did a lot of that going in from second generation, which this represents, to the third generation, which is what the Nintendo Entertainment System, for example, represents. Because it exists in both generations. What a novel idea. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. We're doing good. One warp to Neptune. One of my favorite games that involved with like planets and stuff like that, the pinball table called Pinbot, which I thought was that was close, which I thought was brilliant. You made jumps to the planets all the way up to the sun. get that special. Got a perfect out of that. Excellent. Not here, though. Okay, here we go. Easy peasy. We made it in Neptune! And we're going to do it from right here. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Come on. Yay! And yeah! Perfect. We're only that easy every single time. And again, it wouldn't be a challenge. This is where I effed up by just staying stationary as I was shooting at them, because they just pretty much nailed my ass 3 times in very short order. So let's see what we can do. Okay, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Yeah. Got 1,000 bonus. Got them all before they made formation. Not that time. Almost. Oh, got 1,500 for that one. We're only that easy. There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. And it was rather neat that they actually did have moving stars in this. I have to admit, that was a nice touch. Considering, again, the hardware limitation from the cartridge to the actual game board, dedicated game board itself. But the ColecoVision did have a lot of power to it for its day. Okay, we're going in the same friggin' pattern, I see. Spiral. Let's go! Heck, yes. I'm gonna go the other way this time. Might work out a little bit better. Maybe. Okay, got the formation one. Ahoy! Captain Dizzle, my friend. How are you? Captain Dizzle, fine streamer. Was hanging out with this stream last night. Rather chill, I have to admit. A lot of fun talking stuff in. Captain Dizzle, we're playing the ColecoVision. You remember this system at all? In fact, we're playing a game called Gyruss for it. Originally made by Konami. I'm glad you're doing well. Excellent. We're going to do some chancing here. Oh, I missed one. Oh. This game is like Tempest and Galaga mixed into one. Oh, I'm going to miss one, aren't I? Son of a bitch. Barely remember? Yeah. The Nintendo Entertainment System did have this. It was an Ultra Game release. Originally Konami, in the arcade is through Centauri. Makes perfect sense when you don't think about it a whole hell of a lot, because that's a lot of publishers. Konami didn't quite have a presence here in the United States yet. That'd be a little bit later. But this was for the ColecoVision, made back in 1984 by a little company called the Parker Brothers. They were known for making games like Clue, Monopoly, but they also got into arcade games, or at least arcade game ports, and probably one of the most popular ones they made was a game called Q*bert. But this one is from Gyruss, rather Parker Brothers, called Gyruss. So we're going to take a look at ColecoVision's arcade ports, see how they stacked up to the original game. I have to admit, this one does stack up very nicely. Ah, my first death. Boo! Okay, I gotta get my double shot again. Be coming shortly. Or maybe not. Huh. You're throwing asteroids at me, but nothing else. Nothing else. Okay, come on. Okay, wow. Really? Got him, finally. So, hope you're having a good night there, Captain. Ah! You made the stage 10 somehow. Okay, so far so good. We're not dying too horribly, just semi-horribly. Okay, I got my double shot rather back. Here comes the traps. They don't like me. I almost hit the asteroid. Saturn, here we come! And a new challenge stage. How bad I do here. Oh, wow. Okay, got perfect there. Not perfect there at all. Oh, horrible. Missed 10. Horrible. Where are we headed to next? Trying to figure out Python earlier today, but I couldn't get the script to work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I've gotten a few older games to work. One of the ones I got to work earlier, but now it no longer works for whatever reason, was the pinball arcade that Microsoft made back for Windows, I think it was Windows 95. It was basically a series of Gottlieb games for pinball. And I got it to work, and now it doesn't work, and hey, you know what, screw it. It had some interesting games in there. It had the very first pinball table that actually included flippers, and that was a game called Humpty Dumpty, introduced back in 1947. Ooh, perfect. Another perfect. No perfect here. I got a perfect. How? I'm not questioning it. I got a perfect set. Holy crap. Unlucky 13, no less. One more route to Jupiter. Okay, no perfect there. That's all right. Oh, no. Wow, they just love to follow them. They're as bad as Florida drivers. Okay, come on. Got 2 lives left, I think. One more ship to go. Got him. Jupiter looks quite yellow. Thank you for collapsing into everything there. That was Macy. No double shot. Oh. Boo. My dogs have returned. I'm going to get such a sucky challenge score. Oh my god. Yeah, 14. Wow. I missed 36. Ah, well. Nothing in the world. Yeah, it's the end of the world. Mars! Jesus. They're just on me like glue. With traps even. Waiting for that green thing to go away. And it should be a last wave. It is. Okay. Got my double shot. And off we go. Two warps to Mars. It looks like it went to an earlier skill set. Nope, they're still shooting at me, so not so much. That was close. I got my perfect out of that. Another perfect. Oh, close. All right, one more jump. Like I said, the difference between playing this game and the actual arcade version is that you had a paddle. Other than that, quite playable. Very enjoyable. I had this for the NES, and I do have the arcade game as well. Very, very good. Oh, throw that asteroid. Mars, well, at least you're right color, Mars. Okay, let's see how bad I do now. Okay, so far so good. Ah, missed 3. Okay, missed 3 still. Only 3. All right. And we may have to move on shortly after this. I'm looking at my time now. I do have to be out of here at 9. 35 minutes to 9. Okay. Ah, well, that's one way of doing it. Just dying all of a sudden. Oh, wow. Lost my momentum. There you go. That is Gyruss. Outstanding port. And let's go ahead and continue on right now. We're going to go straight to our next game. All right, this game is from a little company called Exidy. And again, a fantastic port of it. And it's called Ladybug. And if you remember this game, I'd be mightily surprised. I bring it up because the game does not exist really in anything anymore, as the company doesn't exist. Okay. Make the screen the right size. And off we go. Universal actually brought over. Actually did games like Venture, excuse me. So Universal also made games like Mr. Do's Castle, so forth. But then they disappeared. A lot of their games just pretty much went into the ether, with one exception. Is it that? Was I that long-winded? Thank you, Devil. Hey, chicken. How you doing? Good. That's good to hear. I have no idea what you just said. I wasn't even listening. I stopped listening 5 minutes ago. Hey, it's not my fault. Whatever. Hey, look, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Look, you. Get off my screen. Oh, jeez. Sore winner. Thank you for the chicken dance there, Captain Dizzle. Skill 1 through 4, we're wimps. 1, boom. Okay, we got to find all that. Let's go. Now, as far as the game's accuracy, graphics, and all that kind of stuff, damn good port. Having played this quite a few times, don't touch the skulls. You're going to wish you hadn't. And now the bad guys are coming after me. And we're going to use these doors to kind of create paths of escape for ourselves. We do want them to get to touch those skulls. Skulls are bad news. Of course, if they touch me, it's certainly bad news for me. So we want to make it as impossible to reach me as much as possible. And of course, stupid ass me, I leave these all around the damn board. And another one's about to come out. Okay. Okay, hopefully they won't figure it out. The third one comes out. Ah, they figured it out. Okay, see if I can get rid of these as quickly as possible. Yes, Dusty, I hear you. I hear you, buddy. I know, Dust. All right, cool. We've already gone through this, Dust. It's kind of, yeah, Fake Pac-Man, that's a fairly good example or description of this game. Okay, out comes the baddie. But there are no energizers, you just kind of have to use your ability to keep them away from you by using these doors. And it does seem like, wow, that's... Or lure them into where the skulls are. And there are 3 of them here. Alright, so they're just going back and forth. They will eventually figure it out. But see, they're kind of afraid of this too. Here comes the 4th one. There's the eggplant. Alright, cool. Ah! Ah! Too bad. But fake Pac-Man, that's, I dare say that's apt. That's an accurate description. Okay. Okay. They do have a bit of intelligence about them. They will find me. They're not that quite dumb. Now I hit up and nothing happens. Chicken got in the way. Quite possible. I'll accept that as an answer. Okay. 1 to go. Lord. Hey! Level 3. That's a carrot, believe it or not. Okay. Excellent. And you see that timer wastes no time whatsoever. Come on up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Touch the damn skull. Get up here. You're not that stupid. Oh my god. Hey. It's not that hard. Just run up here. Touch the damn skull. I'm right here. Oh my god. Well, now all 4 are out. The game doesn't know what to do with itself. I have a few suggestions. Oh my god. Just do something. Yeah, go. You had the right idea. Come on, come on. Right here, right here, right here. Up here. Oh, finally 1 hit. Come on up. There's a skill waiting right here for you. Hmm. I can't believe this. I just don't believe this. It'll be worth dying. Suddenly. It will be worth, yeah, okay. Up. So, okay, finally. Didn't realize I had another life. Okay. My bonuses. Okay, good. We'll try this. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Good job. And that's Ladybug. Oh, man. Okay. That game was actually pretty cool. I love playing that over Grand Prix back in the day. This is an excellent port. Nails it right on the head. Just with the dumbness of the bad guys. Oh, we got another one played. Again from Universal. Not that Universal. A different Universal. And this game is similar to that of, oh, I don't know. Dig Dug. Trying to find it real fast. Where the hell is it? Do I not have it? Oh, we do. Okay. I have its sequel. Oh, well, we'll play that instead. Forget everything I just said. I have all these games, but for whatever reason, play Mr. Dew's Castle. We'll improvise around that. Yeah, professional streamer. That's me. Done. Exactly. Completely forgotten. All right, so one of the other games that they had Mr. Dew, its sequel would be a completely different style game. It looks something like this. Mr. Dew's Castle. And this was a pretty cool game. You still want to get rid of all your enemies, you're just not digging around doing so. I'll figure out what the hell happened to my menu here. Press fire to begin. Firing. Okay. As far as the translation to the ColecoVision from the arcade, really, really good. Not perfect, but it's everything that I want. There you go. I got touched. When I get those 3 keys there, that'll open up the doors that are there at the very top. That's pretty important because, oh dear, I put myself into it. Yep, put myself into a little bit of a trap there. Oh well. Anyway, getting those 3 keys will open up those doors so you can get the extra symbols. Like that. And... I got him! You gotta use my mallet to... Oh man, that's too fast. This is one of those forgotten gems. I just happen to love this game. And they're taking the scenic route, aren't they? Yes, they are. They're going to fill in that block. He's going to get run over. They should have all been knocked out. They weren't! They're getting too smart. Okay. Damn. Game's harder than I remember. Of course, if you also knock out all the cherries, that will also end this board. So there's several ways of doing this, which is kind of neat because unlike, say, some of the other games where there's only one solution, like eating all the dots or whatever like that, here you have a smorgasbord of solutions at your disposal. Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah, shut up. And as far as the game's layout is concerned, it's absolutely correct. Okay. Do I have to I have to reset you, don't I? Of course I do. Okay. While we do that, let me take a quick break for just 1 second. I want to check something out because I cannot believe for the life of me that I forgot to load in a game that I was going to prominently display. But, you know, it is me. I am getting old. I'll be darned. Okay. That's fine. And I run out of characters. Okay, cool. Excellent. That'll be adjusted at some point. I cannot believe I don't have the game. I do have the game, but not here. Okay. That's something to rectify in the future. Moving on to the next game here. We have a little game here called Star Trek. Now, this is where Sega started making their own games for the other consoles. It's like, why would they do that? That's a good question. Because they could. It was actually quite good. Now, the actual game itself was a vector graphic game or point-and-line game. And made back in 1982. It featured, of course, the Starship Enterprise. And what was really cool about the arcade game is that the deluxe model, you actually sat inside of a cabinet with, like, if you're sitting in the captain's chair with all the controls there at the handrest, which was pretty freaking awesome. All right, so let's move back to the console, shall we? And look something like this. Hey, there we go. And so Sega decided to make it themselves, and why not? And they also made it for the 2600. They also made it for the Atari 5200. And this is one of the rare times where they're all good. They're all actually excellent. Now, the Super Action controller was something like a paddle. We don't have that. We just have a regular style controller. So we're going to choose one. And that Pepto-Bismol colored screen. And now, 1 or 2 players, alternate player, just the one. And we're wimps. Skill 1. Get ready. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I repaired my starship. And not too much on the damage. Now, the Klingon ships they're going to come after you. Except for the red one. Red one's going to attack the starbase. Nope. Gotta get my shield repaired. So there's more going on than just simply going forward and all that kind of neat stuff. Okay, one more hit. Okay, we lost the starbase. There's a gravitatic mine there. And sector secured. I'm not doing good. As far as the arcade game, yeah, it was pretty damn cool, actually. Okay, we got shields back. Okay. Repaired. They're not worth as much points if you visit them. And I lost my shields. At least we got this sector secured. Here we go. Well, that could have gotten a little bit better. Okay. We lost our photon. We have warp drive, but we have no shields. And looks like we're going to be completely effed. Okay, we got a shield back. Okay, and... well, easy come, easy go. Okay. Up. Next hit ends the simulation. Oh, we got something back. Okay, we got one shield, one photon torpedo, which we just wasted. We just collided with the Klingon ship. I think we're in trouble. I think we might be in the trouble. Okay, they're going to continue following us until they actually warp and collide into us. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they did, and we're dead. Well, there you go. Great. As far as the game was concerned versus the arcade game, it's pretty damn accurate. The only thing that's missing is the voice over, you know, welcome aboard, Captain. Of course, Scotty's yelling his brains out because you're destroying a ship, that kind of crap. Other than that, yeah, this was pretty damn cool. Loved it. But like I said, even if you had the Atari 2600, it was still an effing cool game. This just had all the bells and whistles to go along for the ride. Yeah, we're going to go to our final, well, maybe our final game. Let's see. Now, in 1982, we got Star Trek from Sega. But a year later, by Atari, we got arguably one of the best arcade movie translations to date. Sadly, more than 40 years ago. That game is called Star Wars, the arcade game. Really? Really, Dust? You've been doing this all effing night. There it is. Okay, so another Parker Brothers games, because they actually had the license to all the Star Wars video games for the home market, where Atari had it for the arcade market. So let's take a look. Parker Brothers presents Star Wars. Okay, so I can go to easy, just like in the arcade. Controls are inverted, and it actually tries to simulate the vector graphic experience of the game, where these are actual sprites. Okay. Controls are a little wonky. I'd like to see if I can get rid of those. Got rid of one, yay! Oh, lost the shield. Lost the shield. Recurring theme. Thank God there's a Death Star there. Already down to 4. Okay. Into the corridors here. Oh, goodness. Dusty is an old ornery. Alright. I will have to pause, I think. Oh, I missed it! Ah! Use the force. Shut up! Okay, I just need to stay down. And I just need to not get hit by that fireball. Okay, it's over there. What's that, Dusty? Dusty has been like this all night. The thing so he's already been taken out. Missed it! No shields! Oh, noes! You want to hear a song? Sure. Baby Shark. That's up to you. No kidding. All right. With 12 minutes to spare. Baby Shark time it is. Let's get started back up. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Really? Really? That came out of nowhere. All right, let's go. Back to the console.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
That may not be a bad thing. That may not be a bad thing. All right. All right. All right, let's go. Okay, cool. Third time's charm as always. We went through our list of games, largely because we didn't have one of the games that I wanted. I'm going to see if I can actually try to blow up this Death Star, because I did such a shitty job. Let's go. Oh, that's right. This is one thing I did not like about this damn system. In order for you to get out of the game, in order for you to get out of the game, you actually had to reset the stupid thing. Not all games went back to, a screen that you can select the difficulty or whatever like that. A lot of the third party did that. Activision had a problem with that. Parker Brothers, Atari Soft. Here we go. This was easy, remember? Now if I could change it for this game. They haven't fired on me yet. I take that back. They've started firing me now. It's Vader's ship that's firing at me. Okay, good. Okay, good. Oh, got Vader's ship. Okay. Actually, what is this?
Who stole my gimmick?
Very good. Stole London Lass's gimmick via Stewie. Thank you, London Lass, for the TTS sticker. Okay, so what we want to do, as soon as we see this, okay, it didn't hit us. That may hit us. Got it. We got it. Okay, that wasn't as exciting as the arcade game, but that's close enough. We got all those remaining shields. We did lose a shield. What the hell? How'd that happen? Some sort of fluke, I think. Stop shooting at me. Stop shooting at me. Good Obi-Wan on your ass. He has a pretty good gimmick himself. He turns into a ghost and then abandons you when you need his help. Oh, gotta shoot the towers. Get all the towers, that gets you an extra bonus and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna get that one. I'm not gonna get that one. Might get that one. Not got that one. Now, the only other time I saw this game actually being available for a console, was the actual arcade game, as when you pre-ordered Rebel Assault for the GameCube. I don't know if you remember that. That was pretty cool. Shut. Ah. Yeah, did not get all the towers. Missed one or two. Back to the corridors. And now they're shooting upward at me. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. Surprised the barricades hasn't started coming at me. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the Palpatine sticker. Unlimited power indeed. Okay, get it. I got it. Okay, I got one added to my shield. I destroyed the Death Star. Let's go. And now they're going to be shooting like shit at me. Because... oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, I'm getting hit. Yep, still getting hit. Yep. Got Vader's ship though a couple times. Not unhappy about that. Okay, come on. Now, for the Atari 2600, they did not make this game. It does not exist. However, the ones that they did make were pretty freaking cool. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Poor R2. He ran out of cream cheese. Okay, I'm like missing all the towers. So I'm not going to get my 50,000 points. And I just avoid it by going left and right. Basically what I'm aiming for. And the answer to that, of course, is yes. Got 4 shields left. Will there be past their barriers? Ah, lordy. Okay. Ah, yep. Thank you, R2. Oh, shut up, R2. I'm concentrating. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. We'll get to cream cheese later. Okay. Laser cat. Thank you. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get it, get it. Yeah, got it. Okay, I got 3 shields added, which means absolutely nothing because this will suck harder than a Hoover coming up. Oh, boy. Yep. Getting a lot of 33s.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Wonderful George Decay. Okay, I am going to die. And that's it. Is that it? Nope. I have one whole shield left. Boy, that'll get me far. Let's go. All the towers. Sure. See if there's a... Somehow, this is oddly fitting. Don't hit me. I'm just moving to the left. I'm going in some gigantic circle here. People in the Death Star are like, what the hell is he doing? He avoided all the fire. He avoided all the towers. Ah! Shut up. I want your lip. This is like shooting avoidance. Whatever I just said. Yeah, I hear you, R2. Shut up! Just as annoying as C-3PO. Okay, just lost my shield. Got it! How many shields do I get back? I get back 3. I can't believe I survived that. Let's go! Okay, you're just shooting shit at me now. You're just shooting shit at me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow! Next one's dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. I made it to wave 5. Not bad. That could have been far, far worse. Oh, God.
Would you care for a smackerel of honey?
Oh, I would. I would indeed. Kind of wish they did an Eeyore. I haven't gone through the stickers yet. If they did like a cursing Eeyore. Fuck you. All right, so let's go to. We're gonna go to a bonus game that's not listed here. Got about 5 minutes left. Let's get off this thing and exit. And go right down to the bottom of the list. Game made by Sega. A good one too. Zaxxon. Okay. Alrighty. And let's go. Okay, so Sega made a game called Zaxxon. This is Coleco's programmed one. Sega did actually do theirs for the Atari and for the other Atari and all that. But here, Coleco made their own. So here we go. Oh, you've seen this game before. Very good translation. Frame rate is a bit off. So it's kind of like going through a fast flip book. But details are pretty damn good. You want to shoot the fuel canisters or not crash into them. Thanks for the 10 bits there, last. Didn't catch that until the last second. What the hell? Okay. Doing great, guys. Don't see them firing too much crap at me. Okay, got some fuel back. Shoot the red rocket. Shot the red rocket. In the gun turrets. Okay, got some more fuel. And you can run out of fuel in this game, which sucks. It's like a form of humiliation. That's just like, damn, what the hell was I thinking? Okay, I don't know how that happened. And I don't care how that happened. If rocket wants to blow up on me, it can blow up on me. Okay, we're about to go through the space tunnel. Okay, we're doing good. We still got 2 ships left. And missed every single one of them. Good job. Okay. This is like a game of chicken where you absolutely do want to lose and veer off. For the home version, the 5200 version, in my opinion, was better because it had a better frame rate. Other than that, it was virtually the same game. The 2600 version was something interesting. Okay, there we go. I'm about to get the big ass robot in just a second. Okay, they're still shooting at me, which I can just easily escape by just leveling up with my altitude there, but okay, whatever. Okay. Very good. They're shooting at me before I even see them on the screen, which is sort of a disadvantage. I believe the robot's coming up in just a second. Indeed. And he hit me. And he shot me with a rocket. But he hit me. Did get an extra life. Okay, one more attempt with Muttley here. Okay, he's going to back away. And I move on to the next board. Yay, I completed it. All right. Now don't fly into the wall, Pac-Man. You're good at shit like that. Okay. So far, so good. Shot the rocket. They're starting to fire at me again. I realized they'd be that hostile. Got hit with a rocket. Yep. Out of nowhere. Perfect. Oh, time's up. Okay, let's just finish this up real fast. Crashy crash. All right, time is indeed up, and we got to get going. Captain Dizzle, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. London Labs, thank you for being here as well. Vin, thank you for being here. Appreciate all of you. In fact, if you watch the video, I appreciate that as well. Let's go over to the, let's go to the stupid face, shall we? If you like what you saw, you wouldn't mind giving me a follow. I greatly would appreciate it. I have a lot of videos that are no longer here that are found on my YouTube link. I have an Instagram page I just updated, just literally right before stream, of various things I've collected video game-wise over the last 48 years of gaming. Let's see, there's also Twitter that tells you when I'm doing something stupid, you know, this. And all kinds of neat stuff as well. Let's go ahead and see what's going on there. Billy Jackson did all the graphics that you see here. He did a great job. Check him out on Twitter. And of course, some jackass did the music. Let's go to a raid and let's see who is there. I pretty much would probably go into Sir Dixie Chris. Oh, he's playing Star Trekker. Good game. A lot of fun. Has a rather gremlin chat. Lots of fun. A bit on the language side, but hey, why not? We'll see you around Monday night. We're going to continue with day 10 of The Legend of Zelda. In the meantime, have yourself a great night. You too, Captain Dizzle. Have a great one. We'll see you later. Bye. Here comes the raid. Dixie Chris right now. See ya. Or maybe if I just like hit the button ahead of time, this wouldn't be a thing. Oh, I'm good. Raiding now. See ya. Bye.